Well, what I was going to tell you is this, and I don't remember how many years ago it's been. It was before we started going to Reynosa. Josh wasn't with me on this trip, but it was me and another guy, and we had stolen a couple of boxes of books from you.
Good.
Some of the donor books, and we were leaving them. We were in Nuevo Laredo, and it was one little service we did in a tiny little church, a rough little area, and we left them almost a full box of books.
Okay.
And said, you know, just give them away. And we ministered and preached that night on Psalm 91, you know, the Psalm of protection, the prayer of protection, and on and on and on and on. Well, then we were bopping around all over Nuevo Laredo, and I think we went to a couple of other towns there in that area. We came back a few days later.
Okay.
And the little ladies, the little Mexican ladies that were in the church, we did a service again there that night, and they were going after service, said, can you get us some more of those oil books?
Oil books?
And I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't know what they were talking about. No, what is that oil you put on those books? Because we've been using it to anoint people and pray for them, and God's been healing them. And I'm like, I'm looking at the guy with me, I'm like, I felt stupid. I'm going, I don't know what they're talking about. And they looked at me like I was stupid. I get that a lot. You'd think I'd get used to it. But I'm going, what had happened? And then they showed me. And they had like 20 or 30 of those books left. And it looked like there was a glossy sheen of oil, like anointing oil. And they were taking, where it came from, I have no idea. But they were taking the oil off those books and praying for people. And God was healing people. And I'm looking at that guy with me and I'm going,
oh my.
I'm not going to tell them that we didn't put all of those books. I didn't know what to do. But it was the most amazing thing. That's the only time I've ever seen it happen. That was in that one, and I haven't thought about that in years till we started talking a while ago.
Exactly.
But through those Psalm 91 books, those little Mexican people had been so afraid because everywhere we went back then, the violence was terrible. The little mamas would come to me and say, pray for me. My son was taken 3 months ago. Haven't seen him. I prayed for one lady in Roma, Texas, on the Texas side, who had sons in Mexico that she hadn't seen in 2 years because they'd been taken. Well, you know, they probably were never seen again. But so here were these people that were living in fear. The whole church was probably not the size of this studio, you know, and they jammed 30 or 40 people in there. Yeah. And they began to be empowered by praying the Psalm 91. You know, the Lord talks about different signs and wonders. Mm-hmm. Again, I'm not Sid Roth. I don't know, man. But maybe that's one of those signs and wonders that we can't explain. Because for whatever reason, there was oil on those books. And when they showed it back to me, I mean, you could feel it. It was like olive oil, kind of. And they were going, give us some more of those oil books. I don't know what they're talking about. But they were praying for one another. That was the cool thing. It wasn't us, the white people, the Americans doing it. They were praying for one another. And, you know, revival broke out. And now Mexico is still rough, but it's nothing like it was.
Oh no, it's not like it was.
Nothing like it was at all. I mean,
we had a team that went down, but it was really bad.
It's almost kind of boring now. You know, it's like I wanted to go when they told us never to go. I'm like, that's when we need to go. That's when we all started going to Juarez.
Exactly.
But anyway, I could go on and on about that story, but they kept going, give us some more of those old books.
I love it.
I know what they were talking about.
I love these stories.
Isn't it cool?
I think about all these stories that I don't know about and wish I could.
I can't believe I've never told you that before. I hadn't even thought about that one in a number of years. That's got to have been 7, maybe 8 years ago. At least 7.
Well, don't you dare not call me the next time you.
Okay. All right. Well, I got to go back to Mexico and do some more. Yeah.
Oh, you can do it even here.
Yeah, all right. We'll do it here. All right. Anyway, awesome. I love you. All right.
Thank you for sharing.